Everyone, I came up with a challenge. I just wanted to see if shut up cars. I came up with a challenge I thought would be interesting. Basically, this is literally all it is. I've been just randomly making sounds all day. Just sit up in my chair, and I started just doing stuff. And so this is the challenge. And if you guys want to try it, go ahead. It's very hard. At least for me, it was. Just my mind was impossible to actually render it. But basically, you wazoo 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 zzz, wazoo 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 zzz. Because instead of going wazoo, it goes more like this. Well, this is what happens when you can't do it. This is what happens. What normally makes you fail. Wazoo 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 zzz, wazoo. It's so hard because instead of going wazoo, you go zoo. Just try it. It's so annoying because I was just doing it and I was like, how the heck am I supposed to get this pattern down? I was literally doing that for like an hour straight before I finally got it right. Wazoo, 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 zzz. Wait, did I skip one? I can't remember. Wazoo, 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 zzz. Wazoo, 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 zzz. Wazoo, 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 zzz. It's so hard. But it's basically just wazoo, 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 zzz. But then if you do it right at, like if you try and repeat it, that same thing multiple times, you tend to go wazoo, 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 zzz, and then zooah, 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 zzz. It's so confusing for my brain. And it's because like the shape of your mouth when you're doing that, wazoo, it tends to be like, especially if you're humming it, like I was. Wazoo, 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 wait, how did it go again? Wazoo, 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 zzz, wazoo, wazoo. So you actually have to like reset it in your head a bit. God, my hair is a mess. But it's so hard because your brain just instinctively goes from the shape of your mouth and the zzz to more zoo instead of zooah instead of wazoo. It's so annoying for me. I want to see if anyone else can do it because it's something that I actually was just like doing in my free time and got really messed up by. It was pretty funny though. I already talked to my friend about it. He's like, "What are you talking about with the wazoos?" I'm like, "Never mind." But yeah, go try it. It's actually really interesting. And there's like a lot of those things where like your brain has trouble registering the change in the form of your mouth. So your brain instinctively wants to keep the z going. So instead of going wazoo, 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 zzz, wazoo, 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 zzz, it goes wazoo, 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 zzz, zooah, 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 zzz. Because it's the shape of your mouth is already in the z. So it wants, so instead of going wah, it goes z. It's, I don't know how to explain it. Just, you won't understand unless you actually do it. It messed with my head, and I literally took me like an hour to master it. I still have problems remembering how it actually goes, so haven't mastered it apparently. Anyways, go try it. It's fun. There's police on me. There's police. I heard a police siren. And if anyone else knows any sort of like things like that, I love practicing those. It's so much fun. How much wood could a woodchuck chuck? A woodchuck could chuck wood. I love doing tongue twisters. I love all that stuff, including this other one that I do. Tokabi, 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 tokabi. Oh, it's so hard. So if you say a tongue twister, that's a single word or a single like sound. So Togepi, I used to say Togepi, like the Pokemon Togepi. If you do it in a higher pitched voice, it's so much harder than a normal voice. Togepi, 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 Togepi. See, I got caught up a bit, but then if you go Togepi, 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 oh god, it actually is hard for me to do because the higher pitched voice, your brain's already concentrating on a higher pitch. I'm like forcing your body to do a higher pitch. And then also has to do the tongue twister. It's so interesting to me. And I came up with that one on my own time because I used to love doing the I can't do the voice. Oh my god. My voice is killing me today. I can't do the voice. God. I can't do it anymore anyways. My voice changed and it was horrible. But the higher pitched voice in any tongue twister is impossible. Like if you had to, like, not impossible, but it's so much harder than a normal tongue twister because your brain is constantly focusing on multiple things. Oh, it's so hard. Anyways, go try all that stuff. It's fun. If anyone knows any, let me know in the comments because I love doing those, love practicing them because they're so much fun to mess with my brain. And I'll see y'all zoo or zoo I'll see wazoo of you next time. Wazoo, 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 indeed. Anyway, I don't know what that means. Random outro. Bye, everyone. I need to get a life.